What's up, all you cool kids? This is Daisy Collins of TsunamiRose.net, coming at you live from Las Vegas, Nevada, doing my usual little junk journal thing like I do Monday through Friday. I go live working on junk journal projects, and so if that's the type of thing that you're into, do hit that subscribe button and that like button if you enjoyed this video. So let me show you guys what I'm going to be doing today. Hi, Patricia. I'm going to be working on junk journal embellishments for Christmas. I'm not going to do many Christmas junk journals. I'll probably start with a couple, and if they sell, then I'll make more. If not, then that's it. So I'm not going to make too many crazy amounts of embellishments, but I do have a lot of die cuts here to play with. Hi, Linda. Yes, I am feeling better. My stomach, I don't know. I think I ate a hot dog, and that just was not okay yesterday, apparently. Oh, it's so wonderful. So what I'm going to be using, but thank you so much for asking, Patricia. I'm going to be using my Christmas die cuts from my shop, for my mystery store, for my mystery boxes. They're in my shop. It's kit number 13 and 14, I believe, or 13 and 14. I can't remember which ones they are. But if you want to know specifically, if you see something and you want to make sure you got the right kit, let me just make sure. Because, like, one of them are, like, new die cuts, and the other one is, like, the ones that I had last year, but just smaller. Okay, so it looks like this is number 14, the older ones, and then the newer ones are number 13. So in case you wanted to know, I could probably tell you as I go along, even if you wanted to know. But these are in my shop. You get 50 die cuts for... I think it's like, $20 each set. And you have to buy 2 of them. You have to put 2 of them in your cart, and then they'll be $20 each. Or you can wait till the end of the month when my shop is back to its regular pricing, no longer half off. Oh, yeah, my shop's going to go back to regular pricing. So my sale's going to be ending at the end of the month. So if you guys wanted to get something half off, now is the time. Okay, so what I was doing basically is I would grab a die cut. I think I'm going to work with number 13 today. Is this, yeah, this is number 13. Okay, just want to make sure. And I also printed out my black and white ephemera, and they're really, really teeny tiny. Hi, Gigi says, I can only watch you, but I can't hear you. Picking up lunch for the kids. I hear you. I hear you, Gigi. Okay, so I have the black and white ephemera set here, printed out really, really small. I printed these out basically 4 pages on one, so they're really tiny, and they're perfect for this kind of embellishment I'm trying to do. So I think I'm going to use this little fella, and I'm going to put maybe Reed's Nursery right here in his little hand. Would be kind of cute. And of course I'm going to sew. You could always just, glue, but I'm extra, so I got to sew everything. It's so teeny tiny small. The little name is anyways. The die cut's actually a really nice size. But the little advertisement is so tiny. But it looks adorable. Move it. And that's what I've been doing, just like I did with the flowers. Basically, just kind of add an advertisement to the die cut. And of course, I'll cut the strings later because they drive me insane. Now I have this little gingerbread man, and he has his little company name there, Reed's Nursery. Let's move on to the next thing. We can have these little candy canes. I have these little candy canes here. This is Cheryl on husband's old laptop. Hey, Cheryl. Okay, so I'm going to be using, let's see, I'm just going through the little die cuts here. Special. That'd be kind of cute. Oh no, this would be adorable. This pure fresh milk. That would be so cute right there. Okay, okay. Wish me luck on sewing this circle. It's gonna be a tough one. And I really need to practice my circles. I used to be so good at it. Oh my gosh. Just get out of practice, you know. It happens. Before you know it. Just gotta keep track of where that line is. Oop, I just lost it. Gotta find the right angle to pivot. Oh my goodness, so tough. Okay. That's as good as it's gonna get. Really, that is as good as that's going to get. Make sure my camera's clean. Give me 1 second. I just wanted to make sure. Okay, I should have done that before. Sorry. This little fresh muck looks super cute. So there's that one. I don't want to do too many. I'm going to try and use these die cuts for other things as well. Baby chick food. That's kind of cute. Let's do this one. That one's going to look really pretty. This little girl. Hi, Deline. And I've already sent out everybody who ordered over the weekend. Thank you guys so much. I plan on having these be regularly in stock in my store. But if they run out, I gotta make more. So. Okay. This one didn't go so well. And of course, I'm using a red thread that I got in a set from Amazon. Not Amazon. Yeah, Amazon. Oh, this one's cute. This little cat. Let me show you guys the thread set because it's such a nice deal. I want to tell everybody about it. I already told you I'm going to mention this in every video. So, get this 24 color thread set from Amazon. So if you have Amazon Prime, it'll get to you in 2 days, you know. And they're really big spools, so it's not like any small spools, really big spools. Nice thread. Reviews said not to use it for anything too serious, but for junk journaling, it should be perfect. And I'll leave the link to that on the screen. And also, everything that I use, I always put down below. If you guys wanted to know what kind of tools I was using in that episode, I do leave that in the description box below. Okay. So let's get this little cat here. Maybe I could do something. Maybe this little March of 1906. That would be kind of cute right there. Let's do that. That looks adorable. So I'm also going to sew together some strips from my this paper pad I have to also make just like those little strips of paper that I sew together that I like to do. I'm basically going to do that. Isn't that kitty adorable? It's so cute. And this other set, this set that I'm not using, basically, this one is available as a printable in my store. So if you did want to buy them and cut them out yourself, I printed them out, I think, 2 pages on one. So if you wanted to get the same size. But this set right here is all new shapes that were not in that printable, and these will not be available as printables. So these are only available as die cuts in my shop already cut up for you. I thought I would make those exclusives. Oh, and I'm going to work on a new set of die cuts. It's going to be birds. So I'm going to have a bunch of bird die cuts. Let me show you what I'm working on. I'm a little excited. This I'll have available as a printable. But there are going to be a bunch of birds. They're about 2 inches, I believe. Like the biggest are like maybe a little bit over 2 inches. But I think it's going to be adorable. I'm going to love to use these in my junk journals. Like I said, you guys, I design things as I go. This is how they print out, basically. They print out huge, and then I'll print them out 2 on 1 page so that they get a little bit smaller. So you get that option. If you want a giant bird, you can have a giant bird. But I'm going to work on these, and hopefully these should be in my store by tomorrow. The printable, anyways. I'm still going to work on the die cuts. But the printable should be available tomorrow in my store. It's going to be at least 10 pages, I believe I have, of birds. A bunch of birds everywhere. But I think they're going to be adorable. Hi, Pink Rose. Welcome, girl. I think they are just going to look super cute. Okay, so let's work on something else. Let's see what we got here. I always love these wreaths because when you get plenty of wreaths in the die cut set, I love that I can put stuff in the middle of them. Could layer other things on top of them as well. Like this one could have something layered on top for sure. Could layer like this on top. I love that already. But I'm trying to use up these little advertisements. This would be cute, actually. Did I already use with the long thing? Yeah, I already used. I had this one advertisement that was really long. I think that'll work right there with that one. And then let's see, this one's a little too big for that background. There's a lot of, I basically gave you like 1 or 2, maybe tops 3 duplicates. So they're all like individual different pictures. Are the black and white ephemera Christmas themed also? No, the black and white ephemera is just the black and white ephemera. That's a good idea. I should probably get on that. Thanks for that suggestion. This could be right here. That'll look cute. So it could be something like this. And then yeah, that would look cute. That looks like a little advertisement. I love it. Okay. So many little options to pick from here. Oh, there's a little pups. I like calling dogs pups. I'm a weirdo like that. Okay. But what else? Oh, there's this one. This one's beautiful. And I decided which one else I could use. Maybe this one. Okay, so let's get little advertisements on them. 25 cents over there. Hi, Austin Arnold. Hello. And oop, I just threw something over there. Could definitely use Christmas themed ephemera. That's a really good idea. I hadn't thought about that. I'll be honest with you, I have not thought about that. No, I don't like the circle with the other circle. I'm getting picky. Okay, so this, okay, Pacific Business College. Bam. Okay, so those will work. Let's get these put together. So this could go here, and it would look beautiful. And like I said, of course, you could just glue these together, but I like to sew everything. that looks good. I need to go buy some Christmas scrapbook paper because I don't have any. The only one I have is this little paper bag. This little 6x6 paper bag. That's literally all of the Christmas paper I have. So I have to go buy some Christmas scrapbook paper. I'm gonna make a journal with my Christmas Jane Austen kit, which I love. It's gonna look adorable. Okay. Trying these round shapes. This is not going well. I'm telling you, I'm only upset because I used to be really good at this. So that's why I'm like really upset. That's not the worst. There's a part that's really bad, but it could have been worse. Okay, so let's do this one right here. I think I'm just going to sew this with a straight stitch. And I'll just do a straight stitch on this one. Just wanted most of it to show. She looks precious. These little die cuts are too cute. Okay. These little ladies. It is windy today. It's so nice though. It's fresh, but of course, fresh to me, 90 degrees is fresh. The weather is getting cooler now. We're going to have a couple more days of over 100-degree weather. And then we're supposed to have it all maybe drop down to the 90s. So that would be nice. Saying that's fresh to me. I can open the doors in the morning, so that's great. Here we go. Adding it to the nice little stash I got going on here. And of course, I can use these just to glue them on the page as that, glue them on pockets. I can glue them on tags. There's a lot of uses for these. So it is good to have a nice stash of them. I think I'll put this one right here. That one looks good too. I like it. I love it. Okay, let's do a couple more before I move on to my next project. She's cute. Don't know if I can do something with the bells because it's kind of busy all over the place. Don't know if there's anything small enough for that. Here's a cute little... Oh, I thought these were together. These would look cute together, actually. Okay, we're going to put those two together like that. And then... we have this. Okay. So, let's see. Harsher Pharmacy, that would look good there. Bells and toys. Okay, that would look okay there because it's about bells. Let's see. Oop, flipped it over. No, I don't like that. That would look cute there. Just like picking stuff. Sometimes I try and be quick about stuff. I don't like getting stuck on things because I just find that so aggravated and it doesn't help. Oh. To buy a farm or sell. That would be cute. Right there. I don't know quite what I'm going to do with this one yet. But there's other things. That is way too tiny, but I'm going to do it. Oh, and this pretty little rose hand. I love that little rose hand. That's too cute. It's too big. Okay, that'll look pretty with that one. Okay, so that's what we'll do for the last little bit of these embellishments here. I think they look super cute. Oh, this one, I didn't do anything here. Shoot. Let's see. Raspberry. No, that would be silly. Okay, I'll do that there. That looks good. Okay, so let's sew these up. Here's this one with the little advertisement off to the side. This one that I'm going to combine two die cuts there because I just think they look pretty cool together. Alright, this one came out pretty good. I'm good at rectangles. Rectangles and squares, I got them down. Let's see this little bell with this little bells and toys advertisement here off to the side of it. Isn't it adorable? The little Santa Claus. Those little bells. I love it. Little teeny tiny advertisements, you guys, are where it's at. A nice little stash. Definitely good for 2 journals. Plus, that's not the only embellishments that are going to go on those journals, so it's a good stash right there. These are so small. I don't even know how I could sew that. Maybe I'm just going to do a straight stitch on this one. And maybe the next couple of them because they're a little bit too small to try and do a zigzag. Ooh. Or I have to make it bigger. Longer, I should say. Longer stitches. Okay. This is going to go right across here. Looks good. This one. Just doing a straight stitch through this one too. Okay, so this is the little bunch of embellishments that I just made up. So right now, I'm going to do something else now. I am going to fix myself some paper embellishments, paper scrap. I'm going to make scraps because these are not scraps, but they will be scraps. Okay. So I use my little embossing board or scoreboard from We Are Memory Keepers. That's really small. It's actually really tiny. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to tear out one page of each design. Maybe a couple. Solid colors, stripes. That is reindeer and last polka dot. Okay. It's not a very big pad, but it's okay. So what I like to do is I'll put it behind. Actually, these I want to go. No, yeah, they should go like this. No, they won't go like that. I'll put them like this. And it's maybe about an inch. And then I pull the strip. And that's what I've been doing. That. I like the look of the, cut up paper, but I want a nice straight edge. So, this is my little cheat for that. How to get the straight edge without it being too straight. It is straight, but it looks like it's hand torn, I'm going for the illusion here. Illusion. I'm not going to cut up the whole paper. I don't want you guys to fall asleep on me. But I do want to have a nice amount of paper options here. And about an inch. And this same technique also makes really good pockets. So I'll have to make Christmas pockets next. It's a whole process. Oops, I did too much of that paper. Okay, that's fine. Just cutting up more paper here. Thank you, Delene. I need to have a nice amount of different types of papers. You could also do 2 papers at a time, of course, too. I just try not to hurt my hand too much. Too much. Okay, that should be enough. I'm doing like 3 stripes of each paper. That should be enough for me for now, anyways. Of course, if you have scrap Christmas paper, this would be ideal for you to use, or any kind of scrap paper. I like to use a scrap paper and sew up 3 strips of it and then use them in different ways, or a couple different strips and use them in different ways. It's fun. It's kind of my thing. Okay, so now that we have these strips, what we're going to do is we're going to sew 3 of them together. Any 3 that you want to put together. And you want to make sure they kind of overlap and have the middle one in the middle, or the third stripe in the middle. And get here on my sewing machine, and then we're going to sew these together. So I'm going to sew twice. I'm going to sew down this way and then down that way with a zigzag stitch with the length of 3 and a width of 5. Sew that side. We're going to sew this one on. Okay, so now what I like to do with this strip is we can use them in different ways. So give me a little background for this little die cut that I want to put here. So I got my little scissors, and I just cut myself off a little corner. And now I can add my die cut. I'm just going to use a straight stitch on this one. Should have made the length longer, but I didn't. Oops, oops, oops. Thank you. They are from, what's that pad? I believe I got them last year, though. But, you know, Michael's always brings stuff back. Peppermint Twist, Christmas, Noel paper pad. So, from Recollection. So, from Michael's. Michael's always brings stuff back. So, I'm sure they'll bring it back this year as well. But just any old Christmas paper pad. And I still didn't elongate the stitch. Okay, so there's this one. And then I still have more. So let's put this little Santa right here. I might just glue these down because I don't know if I want the stitches to show on them. The stitches might look a little funny. I try not to stab them in the face or nothing. Not Santa. Daisy, love how this looks. Maybe you should try the star-shaped stitching. Yeah, the star stitch. Yeah, that would be cute. That's a good idea. Let's see, number 27 is my beautiful star stitch. I'm going to make it the longest and the widest. This one slightly came off here, but we're going to fix that. Thanks for the tips, Safina. So I did a little snowflake stitch, kind of. We're calling it a faux snowflake effect. Okay, so again, I'm going to do 3 strips. Okay. Do a zigzag stitch here. Ugh, of course, hang on. My thread came off. Of course. I love using strips sewn together. It's best. Okay. Of course, you can use a different thread color. You can use green, you know, whatever festive color you like. Just going with the red here. And we're going to sew it this way. So now we got a strip. I'm gonna look through these die cuts and see what I like. Oh, this Merry Christmas would look beautiful. Right there. And we have more. We have more. Santa Claus would look great. And I'm accumulating all these little pieces right here. I have 2 small pieces. So you know what? I'm going to join them like I would if it was a quilt. I'm going to join these. Now it's a rectangle. All right. Now I can find something else for it. Let's see, this little Santa head would be adorbs. Let's do that. Let's do that. Yes, metallic threads. That sounds beautiful. Okay. So let me get back to my star situation here. Gotta love this stitch. Stitch there and 1 stitch over here. That one looks fun. I love it. Let's do our next one. I don't know if this one would look good with the stars though. This might just need a straight stitch. Let's do that. Just a little straight stitch. It happens. Sometimes it just looks better. You could also glue it down. But I like to be a little extra. To be a little extra with it. And I kind of want to show off all the paper here. Little paper collage that came about. I kind of want to show that off. Oh, this is a big cutie here in the corner. Okay, let's do it. I'm just going to do 1 straight stitch here. Maybe 1 more, and then that's it. That one looks like a little, it looks like a little quilt action going on here in the background. Okay, so we're done with all those little strips and scraps. So let's do it again. Okay, so this strip, these little like, what are they, like reindeer? I was gonna say moose. I don't know why I was gonna say moose, but I was gonna say moose, but no. There's no moose on Christmas. Maybe there is. Where would they go? Of course there are. I used a straight stitch and it all fell apart. I used a straight stitch and my life fell apart. Oh my gosh. Okay, hang on. Right, I gotta check what I'm doing. That's right, I forgot. I forgot. Silly me. Okay, sewing machine, you're ruining my life. It's just those 2. It's not going to sew this one. Hang on, is there something wrong here? What is wrong? Why is that down there? Okay. I don't know what happened. But we're almost back. We're almost back. This way. Hi, Jane. Hello, Kristen. And I am feeling better, hon. Thank you so much for asking. I am feeling better. I just ate a bad hot dog yesterday or something. I don't know. And I was trying to hold, like, I was feeling sick for a couple hours before 8 o'clock. And I was just like, no, it's going to be okay. It's going to be okay. I'm going to do my live. And literally at the very last minute, I was like, I'm okay. And I was sitting at my desk and I was like, okay, I'm not okay. Like, I mean, like, I don't feel like crafting okay. Like, I felt, you know what I mean? Like, I'm not, like, in crazy pain. But I was just like, I'm not okay. It's basically what I told myself. Okay, so. All this nice little Santa Claus. Okay. That'll be one. And then we have another little piece then. And I will use... This hand would look adorable coming out of it. Okay, I'm going to use those two. Thank you, Jane. I'm going to do a straight line down the middle, but at the same time, I don't. I might glue this one, you guys. Is that crazy? I know it sounds a little crazy, but I kind of want to glue it down. Kind of don't want any sewing marks on it, but you know what? Whatever. I'll just sew from underneath the face down. I just hate sewing on people's faces. That's just what I don't like. See, and now you can't really see the hand. See, that bothers me a little bit. Just a little bit. Like you really should have glued that down instead, but here we are. Straight stitch, that's what I need. I don't like to sew down people's faces. Sometimes it's a little hard. It's a very serious Santa right here. It's the Coca-Cola Santa. Okay, so now let's do more strips. Let's do a couple more strips here. Let's do this. Excuse me. One zigzag, very large zigzag because I'm trying to get all three of them at once. Let's see if I did it right. Okay, I did. All right. So. Oh, this would be cute right up here. That, like this. It says Christmas down on the ephemera itself. Oh, I need straight stitch. All right. A little Christmas heart. That's adorable. I think I want to have this one with the day, Christmas Day, it says. It's kind of cute. Just using a straight stitch here. A little messy, but that's okay. It's okay. That one looks good too. I love it so much. Nice. It's nice, quite a few here that I have. Nice little stash. A very, very nice, healthy looking stash of embellishments right here. You guys know I like to work smarter, not harder. Okay. So I'm just going to sew up a bunch of these strips now. So now I know I can use them on other projects. Oh, I'll show you how I make my pocket. Basically, I make the pockets by doing zigzag stitches. I put together maybe about 4. Of course, the thread just left again. One moment. I put about 4 strips of about 1 inch pieces of paper. You gotta make sure that they're all the same length. So they're different widths, that's fine. But the length, though, that's what matters. Okay, so I'm gonna put these together here. And they overlap a little bit, so it's not exactly for each pocket or anything. Zigzag that, and then we're basically going to do another zigzag here. Another 2 strips. And then we're going to join those 2 strips. And I want this one in the middle, actually. Yeah, that looks good. Okay. Okay, so this now this is a little mini pocket right here, and this is another little mini pocket. I usually make them wider, but it's just the paper size I had to work with here. Normally, I think I make them like 5 inches wide. That was just a really wide pocket. So I cut them down into 2, and then you have 2 little pockets. I love it. And then you can put this on your little pocket or whatever you want to do. Okay, you guys, I'm going to cut this episode a little bit short. I did get a lot of work done here. I don't want to use up the whole die cut set just on this one episode because I could, but I want to make it last. So come back tomorrow. I'm going to be, what did I say I was going to be doing? I'll be doing something else Christmas related. I'm getting ready to do Christmas stuff. So maybe some Christmas junk journals, or I don't know. I'll figure it out what we're going to do. But join me tomorrow. Wait, no, tomorrow I have therapy. So join me tomorrow. I'm going to have a late night live tomorrow at 9 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, which is 11 p.m. Central Standard Time and 12 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Of course, you guys know you can come back to my channel and expect new episodes of junk journal related things pretty much every single day. So thank you guys so much for hanging out with me. Thank you to Jane. Thank you to Patricia, Deline, Safina, Kristen, Gigi. Let's see who else is here. Gigi, I said Gigi, Caitlin, Austin. Thank you guys so much. Pink Rose. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with me, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Bye.